There are also rules for addition and subtraction. It works a little differently than multiplication and division. Whenever you add or subtract numbers, you look at the numbers you started with and figure out which has the least number of decimal places, not sig figs. Let's look at these two. 14.3 plus 7.69, etc. With these two numbers, the 14 goes to one decimal place and the 7 goes to a bunch. Add them up and you're going to get 21.99 and then all of this. Now we need to round to the least number of decimal places, which is the 10th place because of the 14.3. That only goes to the 10th place, as opposed to this going to whatever it's going to. So look at the 100th place and see if it's above a 5, and that would bump it up. We know we need to keep this, we need to keep this, and we're going to round it to the 10th place. So let's look at the 100th place. It's a 5 or greater, right? So that's going to bump this up. That 9 is going to become a 0. That's going to bump this, and then the 2 stays there, which is how we ended up with the answer. Okay, let's try these problems. After you add up the first one, you'll end up with an answer of 369.76. This goes to 2 decimal places, to 1, and to 2. So the least number of decimal places is this one right here. So we have to round our answer to the tens place. So if we take a look at this one, it's a 5 or greater. So that's going to bump it up. So we'll end up with an answer of 369.8. Subtraction works the same way. When we subtract these two, we'll get, and now we have to look at the givens. This has 3. This only has 2. So we have to round this one to 2. Again, this is above a 5. So it's going to bump that 8 up to a 9. So our final answer will be 46.29. Pause the video and try the next 3, and then continue with the video. All right, the next one we have, when you add them together, will be 1.032. This goes to 3 decimal places. This one only goes to 1. So we need to round this just to the tenths places. So the 3, it's not a 5 or higher, so it won't round it up. So our answer will just be 1.0, which seems weird, but that's the answer. For the next one, when we subtract, we'll get, and with this one we need to look at the decimal places. This goes to 3 decimal places. This one goes to 4, so we're going to have to round it to 3 decimal places. And this one is above a 5, so it's going to bump that 2 up to a 3 to give us, and this would be your final answer. And for the last one, when you add them together, you get 67.006. They both go to 3 decimal places, so our answer will also go to 3 decimal places, and this would be our answer, 67.006.